To start this series, we're going to be talking about inflammatory bowel disease. So inflammatory bowel disease is actually an umbrella term for a series of different disorders. And for each of these disorders listed, I'm going to have a video. So go ahead and you can see it later in this playlist. But just to summarize, there's acute and chronic inflammatory bowel disease. Acute being something that is sudden, that the patient has just developed and can be treated and be gone and maybe not have to deal with again. Chronic being something the patient's had or will have for a long period of time. So acute, we have appendicitis. Appendicitis, you can see here, appendix inflammation. That's going to be inflammation of the appendix. And peritonitis would be the peritoneum, which is the cavity in which you see the large intestine, small intestine, and the stomach all in. And so you're going to have is inflammation of that peritoneum, and this is caused by maybe a bowel rupture and getting stool or gastric contents into that open cavity and it developing an infection. Gastroenteritis, gastro is stomach, and itis being inflammation. So this is going to be inflammation of the stomach causing nausea and vomiting, the stomach flu. Chronic inflammatory bowel disease includes ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, and diverticulosis, diverticulitis. Okay, ulcerative colitis, it says here colitis, so only the colon. Colitis, inflammation of the colon only. And so this is only found in the large intestine. Crohn's disease, however, can affect the entire GI system. And diverticulosis and diverticulitis. In the video, you'll see diverticulosis is hernia in the large intestine. Diverticulitis is when that hernia has an obstruction and becomes inflamed. Very much like appendicitis, however, is considered chronic just because diverticulosis is a long-term thing the patient will have. Those herniations won't go away. Is the inflammation that is more acute, but even after it's treated, you're still going to have the herniation. So this is inflammatory bowel disease, and just take a look through the playlist and you'll see each of these topics in its own video.